Hello, everybody. Hello, everyone. Hello. Hey, Miss Tracy, how are you, ma'am? Hey, Lighthouse. Well, hello. Well, thank you. Hey, Miss Catherine, how are you? Shines bright. Oh, you caught me live. Yay. Hey, Carol. Hey, Violet. Hey, Vicky. Hi, Lighthouse. Hi, Crumsy. Hey there. Hi, Loving Me. Hi, Crumsy again. I am doing great. How are you? Hi, Miss Deborah. How are you doing? Hey, Nat Kelly. How are you? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Wonderful. I'm so glad to see you guys. Thank you so much. Okay, Maritza, pretty name. Hey, Miss Trenda, how are you? Miss Allie, Freddie G, hello. And then MM, Kia ora. So what language is Kia ora? Bobby, hi, Bobby. Thank you so much. You're happy, that's good. Hey, Brenda, how are you? Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Shine so bright. The beauty within. Hey, how are you doing? Just woke up and there I am. I miss you guys. I haven't been here like in 2 weeks. Oh, thank you so much. I haven't been here in 2 weeks. So thank you guys for joining me. New Zealand. Oh, wow. Okay, hold on. Let me go back and look at it again. Kia ora. Okay. Beautiful. New Zealand in the house. Where's UK at? And Brazil. Hold on, let me think of all the people that told me where you guys are from. You were waiting for me? Oh, thank you. I had an opportunity to leave well, we left on a little early today. Australia. Oh, yes. Philippines. So Australia, Philippines. We got Canada. I know we have Motown. Okay. Hey there. So let's see. We have Canada, we have Philippines, we have New Zealand, we have Brazil, we have Denmark. You do. Thank you so much. Finally seen the light. Thank you so much. New York. Okay, New York. I know we had Hawaii, Illinois. Okay. Illinois. Sorry, Illinois. South Dakota in the house. Texas. What part of Texas, Michelle? Texas. My family's in Dallas. North Carolina. All right. Milltown, Ohio. Go ahead, Ohio. Let me think who else. We had Denmark, we had Germany, Austin, Texas. Okay. I'm usually live on YouTube. My daughter's in Austin. I'm usually Jess, okay. California, Pennsylvania, East Texas, Tyler. Hey, Toronto here. Hey, Miss Luba, how are you? Let's see, Connecticut, Indy, okay. 47 views in a few seconds. I hope you guys come on and talk to me a little bit. Vancouver. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. I think we're a few hours away from Vancouver. Let me see, who else did we have? We had Denmark, we had Germany, Detroit. Okay, I got family in Detroit. Asheville, North Carolina. All right. Let's see, Canada, New Zealand, Hawaii, UK. Really like Helen Saddle's video too. Oh, awesome. That's my mama, y'all. Let's see, where else? Wisconsin. Where's Brazil at? I know we had Mexico before. Let's see, who else? Warren, Michigan. Okay. I know we said Philippines. Who else? We had Mali. I think we had Japan. Who else? Africa. We had Africa, South Africa, St. Louis. Okay. You guys are from all over the place. What an honor. North Carolina. Okay. Hey there, Miss Electric. Okay, I was gonna give it a pretty name. I'm gonna make it sound all fancy. All right. Oh, thank you, Sinclair. Florida, Poland. Shut your mouth. From Poland, DC. My father's him, my stepmom and my dad are in DC. Malaysia. I think they're in right now. They're in Boston, Tennessee, St. Louis. I love Apostle Helen Sadler's too. I listened to her some more today. Her latest video, spot on. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you so much, Miss Lakeisha. Miss Sherry said, "Do you believe that narcissists can have multiple antisocial personality disorder, such as sociopath, narcissist. Yeah, they're called malignants. Thank you. Malignant narcissist is actually a narcissist that also has antisocial personality disorder, or what you would know as psychopath or sociopath. Those are the ones you deem malignant. Hey, Miss Shirley, my diva, I was looking for you. How are you doing from Texas over there with your beautiful self? That's the matriarch on our channel. Where am I located? I'm in Washington State. How are you, Rachel? Is this Rachel from Canada, or different Rachel? Yakima. Oh, hey, okay. Go ahead. Ohio. Georgia. Okay, got family in Georgia too. How you guys doing? Doing the Dr. Carmen marathon, trying to catch up on all the videos. So you should know my jokes now. You should be able to tell my jokes. Hello, Miss Angela. How are you? I'm doing very well, enjoying my grandchildren. That's what I'm talking about. I need to go visit my grandchildren. How are you guys doing? Yes, I got grandchildren too. Narcissist, hit your light. Yep, that's almost everybody on here. New Mexico. Okay. I've been to Roswell, New Mexico. Hey there, Miss Teresa. Looking for you. My ex-narc is a psychopath narc, malignant. Told him he was a narc and he left me alone. Do they come back if you tell them they are narcs? I'm 3 months. Yeah, of course. They'll hoover you, depending on how good of a supply you were, of course. So, okay, well, I got some of you guys on. So first, allow me to say Victoriaville, California. Oh, cool. Hey, is it Carisha? Carisha? No contact since March. Go ahead. Go ahead, Miss Bobby. So before I start with the questions, I got to do a little spill. And allow me to say to all of you guys, this is the Memorial Day weekend. So tomorrow is Memorial Day. How many people do we have that are, hey, Aaron, Roswell. Yeah, I know, right? The truth is out there. I went in there too. I was trying to find me some aliens. But okay. Hey, K-Dot. Love you. Oh, thank you so much, D. How are you? But thank you so much, Angela. How many of you guys are veterans? How many veterans do we have on this channel? How many veterans? And how many active duty service members do we have? Proud 7-year U.S. Marine mom here. Go ahead, Marine mom. That means you serve too. That's what I'm talking about. So all of you guys know that Veterans Day is actually the day that we celebrate veterans for their service. And as you know, we thank you so much. You know that those of us that have served in the military, all of us have given some and some have given all. So Memorial Day is actually set aside to those that have lost their life defending this great Constitution. 21 years U.S. Army. Go ahead, loving me. Who? But so Veterans Day is where we actually honor the veterans, and Memorial Day is actually where we honor those that have fallen, our fallen comrades, the service members who have lost their life either in battle, in the military, or even coming out. Some people come out with wounds and scars, and some have lost their lives even outside of the military. And so Memorial Day is the day that we celebrate those that have given their life for the service of this country, even after coming out of the military. And so that is what Memorial Day is. Veteran Day is where we celebrate the veterans. Memorial Day is those of our fallen comrades. Thank you so much, Miss Kathy. Those are the fallen comrades. How many of you guys had the opportunity to order my book? How many of you guys had the opportunity to order my book? How many of you guys have read the book? Let me grab my glasses, okay? I mean, you too. Miss Shirley, you did 33 years? Shut up. Sorry, you guys. I don't know what happened over here. I lost them. 33 years. Well, thank you for your service. What branch of service were you? Okay, I'm going to be smart tonight because last time my eyeballs were hurting. You plan to purchase? Oh, thank you. You read your book a lot of times, did you? Thank you, Miss Kathy. What's the name of my book and how do we order? If you go to Amazon or Barnes and Noble, it's called, if you actually go to my community tab, oh, Mary 33. Well, shoot, you served in the military, right? During wartime, your own campaign. The name of my book is, if you look in my community tab, I have it linked in there too. It is Unmasking the Illusion of Perfection. And it's about narcissist abuse. It gives you the stories of different women that have, you get to see narcissist abuse play out. So a lot of times we can talk about narcissist abuse. We can, we share stories, but to actually see it play out, some of you guys will find yourself in this book because a lot of people didn't believe that is what you guys were going through. Now, to the kings, you did? Oh, great. Thank you so much, Violet. You can't wait for my next one? Me neither. So I got all the topics in the book. I haven't started yet. Unmasking the Illusion of Perfection. The title is very okay. Thank you so much. But yeah, if you have ordered the book actually gives you an idea. Some of it, book is on the way. Hey, but the book actually shows you narcissist abuse played out, and it's different women from different walks of life. Sorry, you guys, my hair started getting bigger when I came under this light, but it is narcissist abuse played out. You get to see, okay, Warrior Queen, going to get the book. Okay, thank you so much. But you get to see narcissist abuse played out. You get to see what it looks like and what people have dismissed. I know her service was narcissist. I know, right? So, but so those of you guys that have not had the opportunity to order the book yet, go order the book. It's on Amazon and Barnes and Noble. It's called Unmasking the Illusion of Perfection. Also, my big sister, who is Apostle Saddles. Hey, Nakia, how are you doing, ma'am? Nice to see you here. But if you guys have not already, Apostle's daughter, her name is Pastor Kathy Gibson. She also has written a book for women and men alike, but it's Destiny Man, the characteristics to look for in a godly man. So those of you guys that are Christian men and women, it's an easy read too, very powerful. Sorry, you guys, let me scratch my nose. My nose is itching. Sorry, you guys. But if you guys have the opportunity, go look for her book. It's called Destiny Man's The Qualities to Look For. Not characteristics, but the qualities to look for. Make sure if you are in Canada, you order from the Canadian Amazon site, or they'll pinch you for duty fees on US. Oh, okay. Okay. It's $12.95, Ashley. The book is $12.95 unless you get the hardcover. That's like $28. Destiny Man. Hey, TMG. Yeah, Destiny Man, The Qualities to Look For. And that is my big sister. Her name is Pastor Kathy Gibson. That is Apostle's oldest daughter. She's also written a book, outstanding book. You guys need to go and look at it. Some of you guys that are coming out. I know my nose did come red, didn't it? But hey, rock on. But it's an easy read, but also for you women who want to know what a man with quality is. Not saying that the brothers on here do not have quality, but you ladies that are looking for a man and what kind of qualities to look for. Okay, you got, hey, Whitney. Well, thank you, rock on. But the qualities that you're looking for in a man, what qualities are you looking for in a man? So those of you that are in the faith, this is a book that gives you an understanding of the qualities to look for when a man. Hey, Ms. Rhonda, can a narcissist be passive aggressive? Absolutely. Every narcissist is not, overt, meaning just very obvious. Some of them are covert and some of them are also very shy. Come on, you got introvert and extrovert narcissists, and some narcissists are, they're introverts, they're also passive aggressive. A lot of them are passive aggressive as well. Yeah. And some of the women, a lot of times women are passive aggressive, not all of them now. So let's see. So now, let's see. Let us know he's listening. Told passive, yeah, coverts. Yep, those are the ones that are hidden. So because of the fact that I'm going to stay on time today, I'm going to give you guys 45 minutes because this is the Memorial Day weekend, and I'm going to treat myself to watching some movies on Netflix and I'm going to relax and enjoy myself, and I hope you guys do too. So let's open it up for some questions. Let me see what time it is. I'm going to stay on time. You guys, you know I love talking to you guys, so I end up being on for like 4 days talking to you guys. So talk to me, you guys. Are narcs very bipolar? Some narcs can have bipolar disorder. So do know that when you're dealing with a person that has narcissistic personality disorder, that is a personality disorder. Can both men and women be narc? Absolutely. Absolutely. Men and women both, absolutely. It's not just limited to men, or just limited to women. Male and females can be narcissists. Sometimes you're dealing with narcissistic mothers and wives and girlfriends, and absolutely, but you have to remember that narcissistic personality disorder is a personality disorder. It's a character flaw. And so a narcissist can you become that narc? No, you can't become that narc. Something has happened to cause your personality to be flawed. Some type of trauma. Yeah, narcissists can also have Asperger's. Yes, they can have. A narcissist can have anything that anybody else can have. You can have a narcissist that's like cognitively or intellectually delayed. Hey, Soren Feather, cognitively or intellectually delayed in the DSM. I think it used to be called mild, moderate, or severely retarded. But now it's called intellectually or cognitively delayed. So you have narcissists that have delays. You have narcissists that can have autism. Every narcissist you're going to meet probably has post-traumatic stress, depression, anxiety, something of that sort, some type of trauma-related experience or trauma-related. Do I have any past videos on the new supply? Oh, yes, ma'am, I do. Just look through my repertoire of videos. I do. I have it on old supply versus new supply. But yes, a narcissist can have anything that anybody else can have. Narcissist personality disorder is only one thing. They can have bipolar disorder. They can have borderline personality disorder. And that's a hot mess to have borderline and narcissistic personality disorder. They can have what was used to be called psychopath, sociopath is called anti-personality disorder, which is considered to be malignant narcissist personality disorder. So narcissists, yeah, they can have multiple personality disorders. They can have multiple personality disorder. Absolutely. Narcissists, those that have narcissism can also have schizophrenia. They can have schizoaffective disorder. Anything that anybody else can be diagnosed with, that's just a personality disorder. But they can have a whole, hey, Nate, how are you doing, sir? Long time no see. But a narcissist can have a person. Okay, so as a professional, the proper terminology is a person that has narcissistic personality disorder. That's just like saying the cancer person or the cancer, the canceritis, hey, Leah. But for the sake of empowering victims, and hey, Miss Yolanda, for the sake of these videos and empowering the victims and survivors, we call them narcs because we want to empower. I want to empower. I want to make sure that you guys are empowered and take your power back. And so that's why I, go with the modern flow of saying the narc. The appropriate terminology is the person that has narcissistic personality disorder. And you guys stop claiming them as my narc. They're not my narcs. D, don't say my narc. No, don't say my narc. They're not your narc. It's the narc, but it's not your narc. Don't claim those narcs as yours. They're not your narcs. Okay? They're probably community proper anyway, but they're not your narc. I love to hear you talk. Oh, thank you, Miss Yolanda. How I sound? Somebody said I got an accent. I don't have an accent. I have a southern drawl. Why I feel others will only love me and care for me when I tend to their needs first. Well, you could be a codependent. You could be an empath. I think he became jealous of our children. 9 times out of 10, he probably did, Lakeisha. Let's see, narcissists are liars and only get worse. Absolutely, Miss Carol. Miss Yolanda said, because I learned more about my disorder. What kind of disorder do you have? What kind of disorder do you think you have? Can an empath behave? Hold on. Miss Catherine said, can an empath behave like a narcissist because I was raised by an overt narcissist mother and married a covert narcissist. And when I used to drink, I was low, mean, drunk, and abusive. Well, I said this one thing before. First of all, remember when this is a domestic violent relationship. And in this domestic violent relationship, it just so happened that the individual that was abusing you has narcissistic personality disorder. Now, we don't know. I don't know because I don't know them. Thank you so much, Juju. But I don't know that. Hey, Miss Kamira, I don't know whether that person actually has the diagnosis in accordance to the DSM-5 of narcissistic personality disorder. There are 9, traits, 9 symptomology, 9, and it takes 5 to, I think it's 5, it takes 5 to qualify them with a diagnosis of narcissistic personality disorder. They do have, intakes. A lot of times you can't pick them up you don't pick it up that quick because they love bomb the therapist too. So a lot of what you guys are saying, I know working with victims and survivors of of domestic violence and narcissist abuse, my mentor calls it narcissistic fleas. You have picked up some traits from the narcissist, and according to a lot of studies and other experts, it does say in research, it says that a lot of people have narcissistic traits. Think about it. Narcissistic traits, when you're talking about that, you're really talking about, some pride, some arrogance, big ego. There are certain things, but that does not mean that you are a narcissist. That just means you're probably prideful, you're arrogant, you got to be seen, whatever. But when you are in a relationship like that, think about it for just a minute. Think about the power and control wheel. Now think about the narcissist on the power and control wheel. You got the love bombing and what you call the honeymoon phase, the tension building phase, the blow up, the honeymoon phase. You got the love bombing, then you got the devaluing. If you guys go watch the cycle of narcissistic abuse, you got the stalking, but the love bombing, you got the devaluing, you got the ghosting, or you got the discard, then you got the hoover, and then you go back to the love bombing. So think about it. A lot of times when you dealing with a domestic violent relationship, and women know that this person may have may be violent. A lot of times what happens is, unbeknownst to the person of what they're doing, they're trying to get beyond that tension building phase. Just go ahead and have them blow up so you can get back to the honeymoon phase, get back to the love bombing phase. Because in that love bombing phase, in that honeymoon phase, that's when you get a lot of your needs met. I needed some money, I need to get some clothes, and they're trying to make up and they're trying to hoover me, and I can get whatever I want. I can get money, I can get dinners, I can get this. And so a lot of people have learned to manipulate in order to survive. A lot of people have learned to manipulate in order to get their needs met. And then think about it. You've been with a person long enough. Both of you, you met people that kind of like compliment each other and they sound like each other. They joke almost alike. Well, think about it. Even in a narcissistic relationship, you still have picked up some traits, or you have picked up some language or attitude ringing, but you have picked up some traits or some language or some behaviors of a narcissist. And so, yes, sometimes you may even act like them. You may respond to them because a lot of times you may also mirror how they act, maybe not on purpose, but you mirror how they act. So you can have some narcissistic traits. And so let's see. Okay, make sure, let me know if I say this right. It's Fatia Salin Ishak. Did I mess that up? Did I butcher that name? I'm sorry. Yes, we developed narc traits as a defense mechanism. Excellent. That is what I was trying to say. Thank you for putting that. Thank you. Aaron said, can a borderline personality disorder be treated successfully? He acts like a narc to a good degree, but I really see how it could be borderline personality disorder. Well, borderline personality, as we are taught in school and as you read in studies, there used to be axes 1 through 5. Now they don't have axes. Now they have, you give the diagnosis, but at one point in time it was axis 2 personality disorders. They tell you that personality disorders cannot be treated. Those are permanent character dysfunction. That is their personality. That is their personality. Borderline personality is developed from trauma as well. A lot of that trauma developed from rejection or abandonment issue, because you notice with borderline personality disorder, it's that love-hate relationship where, I love you, don't leave me, I hate you, get away from me, but don't leave me, and so borderline is also for those that work in the trauma field. They know that borderline personality also stems from trauma. So borderline personality disorder also looks like bipolar disorder. So a lot of times it's misdiagnosed as borderline personality disorder, but the mood fluctuations are quicker and faster, more rapid than regular bipolar disorder. And so most med providers have a hard time treating the symptoms and the mood dysregulation for borderline personality, because they're treating it as bipolar and giving mood stabilizers and things. But a lot of times they have a really hard time treating it because of the mood fluctuations and the suicidal ideations, and so it can be managed. But based on my knowledge and my training, it cannot be cured. But the symptoms, the symptomology can be managed, and some type of quality of life, through DBT. Hi, Donna. Dialectical behavior therapy, very intense therapy that's very structured to help learn new coping skills and master those coping skills, so you can manage it, but it doesn't get cured. And this is based on the research and based on the continuing education that I have read and studied. Zipporah says, I see some of the narc traits in our children. Can NPD be hereditary? Would therapy help since he is only a teen? Well, by the time they're a teen, they've already developed the personality. If there is a personality disorder. So not all narcissistic. So narcissistic parents, it can develop because they're traumatized by a narcissistic parent too. And the narcissistic parents, think about what they're doing to you. Look how traumatized some of you guys are. So if you guys are traumatized the way that you are, imagine what they're doing to your kids, because they love bomb the kids. They trauma bomb the kids. They do the kids the same way they do you. So the children who are very vulnerable, are traumatized as well, even if they're not sexually traumatized, but they're traumatized as well. So when they do the no contact, when they do the silent treatment, that's like a parent alienation. That's like, a discard, because they love them and discard the kids too, because that's a source of fuel. So I'm going to do a video on, children and teens who have narcissistic personality traits. I need to study a little more just to give you some good information on that. But not all narcissistic parents breed narcissistic children. Some of them actually breed empaths, because they take upon all the emotions that a narcissist does not have. The empath ends up having, and so not all of them, and yes, some of them may have narcissistic traits, but most of the time in the teenage years, in the teenage years, we assume all teenagers are narcissists. And a lot of times, most teenagers may not be narcissists, but they have some very strong narcissistic traits. Remember, in school, it's about competition, the jocks, who's the prettiest girl, who's got the cutest clothes, the jock, the pretty girl, the hateration that's going on. Think about when you were a teenager and all that hating going on in school. So, some of that is normal development for teenagers, where you would assume that they're a narcissist, and a lot of it is just basic, more just the development of teenagers. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a video so that we can point out some specific behaviors that may point to development of narcissistic personality disorder in teenagers. Because when you notice that they get a pleasure out of seeing you hurt, and you see the pleasure, but it's almost like they don't have a connection with you and no emotions or empathy with you as a parent, that may be a red flag. But I'm going to do a video on that next week, okay? Miss Madiva said, I can't believe I stayed with that thing, with that thing all those years. But you didn't know. But if you don't know, then you're doing what a wife would do, right? Try to make it work, pray about the relationship, try to do whatever you can, but we can do whatever we can. It won't change the other person. And a lot of times, I'm going to make this work. I'm going to give it 100% and I'm going to make this work. Thank you. I mean, you're so welcome, Zipporah. You're so welcome. But you know, we try to make it work, try to make it work. And what we have to realize is it doesn't matter how hard you try to make it work, it takes another person, it takes two people to be in a relationship. And you guys have been in a relationship with a narcissist. It's one-sided relationship. It's all about them, has nothing to do with you. When a relationship is a give or take, right? You know, you compromise. It's a give or take relationship. That's how it's supposed to be. Well, in a narcissistic relationship, there is no give and take. You know, it's all one-sided. It's all about them, and you got the problem. Yeah, unequally yoked. Absolutely. You got this big tall donkey, and then you got this little tiny cat, and you guys got this yoke around your neck, and you guys are like this. You know, doggone well that big donkey gonna pull that little cat around the field. That's a yoke. The yoke around the bull's neck, the cow, or whatever that is that works. STDs. Yes, you know, this is the world now where they got STDs they can't even explain. Some stuff that was eradicated that has come back and come back 1,000 times stronger. We cannot change the narc. We have to change ourselves, our response to them. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. Any question? Any more questions? Come talk to me. Give me some more questions. I got a big cup of coffee. I'm tired of being in many relationships by myself thanks to the narc. Do some narcs actually believe the victim is the narc? Do some narcs actually believe the victim is the narc? Well, the narc is always the victim. The narc is... Todd, where you been? Todd, I haven't seen you in a long time. And I was asking some questions a few weeks ago, and I was looking for you. How are you doing, Todd? I haven't seen you in a long time. I'm so glad you're back. Welcome back. Missed you. Almost tried to kill myself today because of narc and new supply. Brianna is not even worth your time. If you working a lot, okay. Brianna is not even worth your time to kill yourself. If you kill yourself, that is the ultimate fuel for them. It makes them feel so empowered. Thank you for being here, Todd. Brianna is not even worth your time. The narc is not worth the time to kill yourself because they'll get ultimate fuel from that. Hey, Toya. Can't believe you caught me live. Thank you so much for all you with. Oh, you're so welcome. Thank you for being here with me. See, how do you discard this person for good easily? No, there's no easy way. Yeah, there is no easy way. I wish there were some easy answers to give you guys, but there is no easy way to discard. You know, it is painful. How do I feel? How do I not feel guilty letting go? I'm moving forward, but I pity them. Probably because you're an empath. You sound like an empath. Hey, Coco, you're probably an empath. You know, of course it's going to hurt you. How do I protect my children from emotional, psychological abuse and educate them about what their father is without alienating my children? You know what? Finally seen by the light, one suggestion that I give you, I don't know how old your children are, but if I were you, I would try to find like a domestic violence program, the YWCA or domestic violence program, and they have advocates and education there that provides education on domestic violence and violence. That is a start. They may not really understand narcissist abuse. Hey there, Lean. Well, hey there. Thank you. But they may not totally registered narcissist abuse yet, but it's a start because they do teach about abuse. And that's the first place that you start with the children. They will provide education for you and your children that will give you, you know, an idea on how to protect your children from abuse. You know, yes, we're focused on narcissist abuse because it's very unique, but where you start off with domestic violence resource centers, domestic violence education program, domestic violence advocate, the YWCA, and make sure that you educate yourself and find out what programs they have for the children. They will teach you. They will teach you. And then we have to learn how to add on to that because not everybody understands narcissist abuse yet. Please video on physical abuse, narc, cause, and how to get over it. The physical abuse. Okay. Let's see. Okay, hold on. I'm in Malaysia. People here do not understand narcissist abuse much. I am so sorry. You know, in some countries, you know, a lot of you know, in some countries, you know, abuse is acceptable. some is abuse is acceptable, to put your hands on your wife or your husband or your kids, and when I say that, I don't mean in a disciplinary way for the children, but abuse is very acceptable. And there are some countries where the woman is not esteemed. A woman is really not respected at the level that a man is respected. There are some very male dominant countries where the men and children are not really valued like that. Asian culture, yeah. I know when I was in Korea, it was a very male dominated culture as well. And I was there. So when I was stationed in Korea, because I was a minority and an American and a female, a lot of times they did handle me as such, female minority foreigner, and some of them that were not accustomed to our culture. A lot of them are used to being military around there, but a lot of them, it was their culture. It was okay. It was normal. There are no laws against that. You treat people how you want to treat them. Didn't matter. I will definitely lose in court. I'm so sorry. I want to change my name and vanish. Dolly. Italian, Sicilian is the same. See? Let's look. Come on, you guys ask me some questions. Let's see. Is there anything that can be done to stop the narc ex from covertly stalking you? He's smart with it, where it's hard to prove it's him. Sherry, the one thing that I always say is that you have to focus on your own healing. As you begin to heal, it will become less relevant to you. It won't. I remember the video that I did. It won't even matter if they lick the glass and you're sitting there and you just turn around, just continue having a conversation. Hey, Miss Yolanda. But you have to focus on your own healing. As you begin to heal, they will become less relevant. The more less relevant you make them, the more you actually hurt them, because they want to trigger you. And so it won't matter whether they stalk you or not. It does not matter whether or not they stalk you or not, but it's really, they're never going to give you closure at all. So you have to find your own closure and your healing. And then once you start getting your own closure and healing, they will become irrelevant in your life. It just takes a while. It just takes a while. He remotes into my phone daily and listens to my calls. I ignore it. Well, Sherry, why don't you change your phone number or the phone, period? Because now you're being stalked. Is there any way that you can report that to the police, that you have someone hacking your telephone? Let's see. Do empaths hurt other people? Misdirected anger. I caused the narc injury, feeling fed up, but don't want to hurt others. Well, when you have been wounded people hurt people. Hurting people hurt people. And empaths usually feel really bad about hurting other people, and sometimes they don't realize when they're hurting other people. There are a lot of people that have come on the YouTube channel, and when they're triggered, their response is very, see, an empath, even though an empath is very in tune to other people's emotions, an empath can be kind of harsh too. And if you trigger them, they're going to fight back, and a lot of times and when they do fight back, they feel bad about fighting back. And so a lot of times in response, sometimes the response is even harsh, but wounding people hurt people. I changed my number several times. Gina says I changed my number. Well, go to the police department and find out what you can do about cyber stalking, what you can do about people tapping or tapping into your telephone. Find out what the laws in your state says. What will narc do if judge order 0 visitation? What can I expect? Well, there's a possibility they may try to stalk you. They may try to harass you. They try to make your life a living hell. So if the judge do that, you may want to bring in a domestic violence advocate and talk to them about getting a protection order. A protection order and a protection order over your children and an anti-harassment order. Protect yourself whatever way you possibly can and however your state is doing it. Hey, Miss Vanessa, I realized hold on. I realized my spoof texted me pretending to be one of our mutual friends to do recall on me before engaging me. I wouldn't have responded. One of the toughest things I'm dealing with is forgiving myself for allowing this mess to have happened. You have no choice but to forgive yourself because you didn't know. If you knew, if a narcissist presented themselves, say, hi, my name is such and such. I'm just gonna let you know. I'm gonna love bomb you to get you addicted to me, and then once I get you addicted to me through lies, this is probably not my name, and nothing about me is real. And after I get you addicted to me, I will be looking for other sources of supply at the same time. I'm probably going to discard you because it feels really good to me. And not only will I discard you and give you the silent treatment because I'm busy looking for someone else, but I'm going to come back and hoover you, but I'm going to make you want me. But I don't really love you, and I don't love myself or anybody. Can't love you, don't know how to love you, could care less about you. It's just something that you have that I want. It looks like you have a good job, you have friends, you may have some money, and that's what I want. So I'm going to manipulate you to get what I want from you. Who's going to approach you like that? No one is going to approach you like that. Nobody's going to introduce themselves to you like that. So if they didn't approach you and you were, think about it, you were manipulated into the relationship. It's not like you just came up and said, yeah, got you. But they're not going to be honest with you when they approach you. So there's no reason why you feel stupid. Most of us have been in that situation. If we had known any better and we had the information and their resume, then I'm quite sure most of us would have been like, no, I don't think so. Now we're getting more information. I thought about this before I came on live today, and I was thinking about my military service. And when we went through boot camp, think about this for just a minute. When those of you that have served in the military know, when you went to boot camp, you were exposed to something you have never been exposed before. Number one, you came in with a civilian mindset. Your body and your mind were pushed to the limits that you never thought that your mind and your body could be pushed to. My body was pushed to limits because I was not an athlete. And so my body was pushed to limits I didn't know that my body could go through. My mind, my psyche, and I'm very strong-minded. I'm very strong-willed, very strong-minded. So they couldn't break my mind, but my body, my bate was broken, and so my body was pushed to the limits, but my mind was so strong, it allowed my body to get pushed. And so I came out, and when you come in, you learn new protocol, you learn respect, you learn honor, you learn rank structure, you learn to let leaders lead you. Some people that don't have discipline, a lot of them don't get out the military because of the fact that they couldn't make it through, is because they couldn't handle discipline. They couldn't handle somebody yelling and telling them what to do every hour on the hour. But this was only a short, maybe 6 to 8, maybe 6. Yeah, it is a strong spirit. But no one could break my spirit. You may have broken my body and my heart, but you can't break my spirit. Y'all remember that. You can't, no one could break your spirit. That's why you guys are still here. But in the military, you were pushed to the limits of what you thought you could and could not do. It will surprise you. And it may be a 6 to 8 week period of time in your life. Even sometimes early in the morning, it was 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm laying in the dark, looking up at the sky at the moon. And I remember the way that I had to train myself is like the same moon that I'm looking at. The same moon that I'm looking at, one of my family members is looking at too. But I remember looking at 4 o'clock. I said, what am I doing? I'm tired. I got sand in my clothes from the day before. What am I doing out here? What have I gotten myself into? And my mindset was that the whole military was always going to be like this. I said, I can't live like this. I cannot live like this. But when you finish that and your whole demeanor changed into teamwork, protocol, respect, your mind was transformed from being a civilian mind to being a team. Everything was about team. In basic training is where you develop the best friendship for the rest of your life. And from there, we move to advanced individual training. This is where I was 13 weeks. Some people shorter than that. Some people longer than that. Mine was 13 and a half weeks training for logistician. I was a automated logistics specialist, 92 Alpha, and we were logisticians. And so it was 13 and a half weeks where we were still restricted, but we were learning our military occupational specialty. We were learning self-discipline. We were learning physical training. We were learning diet. We had more freedom where we could do things on the weekend and leave. We still had a little leash on us. And then when we got to permanent party, we were free. And there you're training some people lost it. Some of them got kicked out after they got the permanent party, right? But a lot of them maintained their discipline. Throughout the military, it doesn't matter how long you served. You can have been in there 30, 40 years. All of us senior leaders and leaders knew that 9 times out of 10, if you did not have discipline, we can always go back to the basics: respect, protocol, basic soldiering, right? Now, having said all that, if you look at your situation, a lot of you guys being in these relationships, you were in boot camp. You had the most extreme situations. Your mind was pressed beyond where your mind and your emotions were pressed so hard that you couldn't believe that you would survive that type of abuse, that type of damage. Some of you guys were pushed to the limits with your bodies, pushed to the limits with your minds, pushed to the limits with your emotions. And now, coming out of these situations, many of you guys are learning how to live your life after abuse. So it's almost like your military occupational specialty. You are learning to live your life after this trauma, after this training by the narcissist. Now, you can take this and you can take it and you can always be a victim, or you can take this because there are people waiting for you to get up and tell your story, to get up and encourage. Imagine had I stayed a victim. Had I stayed a victim, I would have never met you guys. I would have never had the opportunity to talk to you guys. I would have never had the opportunity to console you guys. I would have never had the opportunity. Some of you guys, I remember one lady, I don't know if she's here or not. I remember one lady said she tried to hang herself and she failed. She stabbed herself with a knife, and I think my video popped up while she was doing it. And she said that had my video not popped up, she would have went through and killed herself. So imagine had I not got up, got myself together, and said, I'm going to take this abuse that I've went through. I'm going to learn from this. I'm going to grow from this. I'm going to study this, and I'm going to use this against narcissists. I'm going to go to a people that have been hurt and abused, and I'm going to get these soldiers, and I'm going to get these soldiers. We're going to get our brigade going, and we're going to train them up so that they can go and teach other people. Some people are waiting for you to get up. Just like my mentor says, somebody is waiting for you to say it the way you say it. Somebody's waiting for you. Some of you guys like my sense of humor. Some people don't like my sense of humor. But imagine I'm trying to give you guys information, and I know how painful it is. So my anesthesia for you while I'm going deep into your heart to do surgery is laughter. I make you guys laugh at the same time I'm trying to impart some information and then seal you up. That's a therapist. Seal you back up and send you about your day. You had an aha moment, you cried, and you laughed at the same time, so you don't know whether to be sad or to be happy. But you got some information, right? So thank you so much. But at the same time, somebody was waiting for me to say it the way I say it, with my personality, with my sense of humor, with my education, with my experience. And you guys were waiting for me to say it the way I say it. Now you got to say it the way you say it. Somebody's waiting for you to say it. The crowd that I can't catch is the crowd that you guys will catch. We have people on here from the LGBTQ community. Some of you guys have to go and you have to talk to them. So it doesn't matter what our religious belief is, our spiritual belief is, but the one thing we all have in common is the fact that we were hurt by a narcissist. And so there are some of you that are meant to go into those communities and tell it the way you tell it. You understand it. I don't understand it because I'm not a part of the LGBTQ community. So I don't know how to bring it specifically for that population. But some of you guys know how to bring it because you know how they think. So you guys know how to bring the information. Somebody is waiting for you to say it the way you say it. To come on and look the way that you look. People pay attention to you, right? Aaron said, Doc, finding your videos just a little over a week ago has turned my entire life around. I'm doing this. I have a plan that may well involve going no contact quickly and for good. I will have no problem not looking back now that I know this. No, Go ahead, Miss Aaron. Go, girl. That's what I'm talking about. But see, you got a support system. You have a community of people on Facebook and on YouTube that will actually help you. Most of these people, most of you guys have, you said, oh my gosh, I cut myself, stabbed myself in the leg in front of him. I wanted to get his attention. I hoped for so long that he would see I'm a good person and that I loved him. All you did was just give him fuel. All you did was give him with fuel. That's all. You gave him fuel. That's it. You gave him fuel. You gave him fuel. It's not even worth your time. He's not even worth your time. You said, I love your videos, not only getting over my ex, but to avoid the same type of guy. Exactly. Yes, LBGT. So much drama. See, some of you guys can reach that community. You can reach places where I can't reach them. You guys understand that community. I don't understand that community. So I speak in general terms. And a lot of you, who have joined me from the LGBTQ community are getting them, you guys understanding. And you guys have contacted me and let me know. A lot of you guys are in the same sex relationships, but you understand because we have that one thing in common. We were with a narcissist. So it don't matter. We were with a narcissist. Narcissist is narcissist, and they read from the same playbook. Thank you so much, Eminem. They read from the same playbook. They play the same games. Let's see. I have been a psychotherapist for 25 years and married to a narc for 25 years. Didn't realize it until 3 years ago. I am so sorry, Jacqueline. But you as a psychotherapist, you're learning some stuff that the average psychotherapist does not learn. That makes you more powerful and more relevant, and you're going to be more sought after than the average therapist, because most people that I talk to and most people that have requested coaching services from me who really need therapy are looking for therapists that understand narcissist abuse. So Miss Jacqueline, I commend you. First of all, I know it was 25 years, but you have personal experience. So you know when you hear certain cues, certain words, certain behavior, you know for a fact what you're dealing with. And now you take that with all your training, 25 years of training. People, you will be a very valued commodity in the world of mental health. Trust you me, Ms. Jacqueline. I know you're going to have to go through your own healing, but you're going to be very, very sought after. I have people calling me. My phone rings so much that I cannot pick up the phone. I have so many emails. I have so many phone calls of people wanting to get in that I don't have the time to pick up all the calls, and I don't have the space to put everybody. I wish I did. I don't have the space to put anybody. That's why I'm trying to grow my agency so I can get more therapists in my agency with me that understands this, but a lot of times they want you. And so you're one person, but this is going to help you, Ms. Jacqueline. This is going to help you because you will have that type of qualification. When people come to you, you will understand them. You will understand them. You will understand what they're going through because you personally have experienced it yourself. Ms. Aaron said, I do not have great support now. There is a couple of amazing groups on Facebook that are just amazing. I highly recommend them. Okay. Miss Crystal said, you shed some light on me about my own situation and what I'm dealing with. I'm a military wife who's currently married and going through a divorce to a sergeant first class in the Army who happens to be a narcissist. I'm so sorry. Hey, Miss Rahel. Oh my gosh, where have you been? I haven't seen you in like 1,500 years. Where have you been, my dear? I have not seen you in a long time. I'm so sorry, Crystal. I am so, so sorry. Miss Allie said, I am a published writer, and my third novel about narcissist will be published next month. I don't understand why these women who are recycled supply continue to go back to him, because they're addicted. It's an addiction. That's like saying, how do you keep relapsing? They're relapsing. That's what they're doing. They're relapsing. She's a decorated veteran in narcissism. Who, Miss Gina? Ms. Chris, I've been sensing for quite some time that something was off with my husband. At first, I thought he was suffering PTSD, but now I know for sure he's a narcissist. Protect yourself. Protect yourself. Ms. Kendra said, Dr. Carmen, I appreciate your help and videos. You make a difference. Can you please make a video on parental alienation? Thanks. Ms. Kendra, can you send me an email to remind me? It's Dr. Carmen Bryant, DrCarmenBryant @outlook.com. Just send it and put down, make a video to remind me, okay? I've been watching, but catching up on sleep. Okay. Well, I sure miss you. I haven't talked to you in a while. Hi, Miss Tracy. Let's see. Okay. Ms. Ruby said, 25 years married to a narcissist, 10 years divorced, but last just learned that I was abused by a narcissist. Purpose now to help others. Exactly. It's an addiction. Yes, ma'am. I left my husband too much abuse for 9 years. Ms. Ruby, you got 25 years under your belt. You're a veteran now. Now you have to heal. And that's why I tell everybody, Don't rush the healing process. You know why you don't rush the healing process? You need to know. 7 minutes remaining in live chat. Thank you, Miss TMG. I appreciate you, my timekeeper. So I got 7 minutes, y'all. TMG's keeping my time for me. 7 minutes. Let me know when my time is up, TMG. But who was that I was talking to? Ms. Ruby, you are now a 25-year veteran. Now you take that information and you learn. So happy you found the channel. With you were at, I was 100. I sure was. I was at 100, and I think somebody else was here when I was like 10. But Ms. Ruby, you take that information now and you heal. Do not rush your healing. Understand, feel every tear, feel every heartache, feel every pain. When you feel like you're going crazy, lay on the floor. Whatever you guys do, pray, meditate, whatever you guys do, go through those emotions, because somebody needs to know that that you went through it and what did you do to get through it. I wouldn't be able to talk to you guys if I didn't go through it myself. I went through everything. I laid on the floor for six months, cried every night in private. No one knew that. Now you guys do, but no one knew that. Deprive you from sleep. I'm taking care of me and caring for myself. Finally, good. Well, hi there, Miss Carol. So nice to meet you live too. I got about 6 minutes left. Let's see. Well, hey, this life, how are you? Still get panic attacks frequently. Well, hey, they have gun will travel. I just like that name. You didn't know you have to forgive yourself in order to move forward and pass it. That's right. Hey, embrace your inner Curly. Go ahead, girl. One day I want to help people with MS and other autoimmune diseases to deal with this. That will be awesome. But see, all of you guys have different giftings, different talents, different areas. All of us won't do the exact same thing. We have the same thing in common, but you'll help in different areas. Let's see. God bless you, Heather, and thank you, Dr. Bryant, for this platform. Oh, you're so welcome, Tiffany. I'm honored. Ms. Katrina said, I didn't realize I was in an abusive relationship until after I had a child, because I focused on her instead of the narc, and a light bulb went off in my head, so I kicked him out when she was 2. I'm sorry, but you had to do what you had to do. Ms. Teresa, I just found you. Love your teaching. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I journal and have been contemplating a blog. Do it, Leah, do it. Do a blog. Monetize it. Do a blog. Get paid for it. You guys went through all this pain. Get paid for it, y'all. Get paid for it. Shoot, make money. They took what you had, make some money off of it. You monetize it. I don't care what nobody says. Monetize it. You put this pain on me, we gonna make some money off of this. They hoover. You said, Rahel said, I love it when you say if they hoover, it's an insult. It sure is. Shoot, when you hoover at me, I can understand it because of how bad it affected my disease. See? So Kim, see, look who your audience may be. Look who your audience may be. When you have been through this type of trauma, when your adrenaline is pumping like this all the time, when your adrenaline is pumping and you have anxiety in your system, you're messing up your immune system. It's affecting your autoimmune system, it's affecting your immune system, which makes it harder for your body to fight diseases. Yeah, the trauma bond attachment is real. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Well, hey, Miss Allison, I'm about to get off in just a second. Is that the Hulk eye? Is that Credible Hulk? I'm writing a book. It's titled Overt to Covert, Tales from the Narc Side. I like that, Todd. Let me know, and I'll sure buy it. Can I do a video on technique of how to protect your children from the effects of narcissist behavior? Protecting them from becoming a narcissist like the other parent. You can't protect them from becoming a narcissist. You can't protect them from becoming a narcissist, because if their personality has been affected by something, there's a possibility they're going to develop narcissism. It feels like I feel your strength resonating. I love the energy. All right then, Miss Empath. Let's see. Thanks for going live. I feel like you use a lot of great analogies. In addition to your humor, I'm still struck at how the shepherd breaks the wayward sheep leg or legs in order to gain its trust. Go read it. I actually read that and I was kind of shocked. I did not know they did that, and I went to read it. That's just like, it's the Hulk eye. You go ahead, Incredible Hulk. Can stress cause hives? Absolutely. I broke out of hives before, all down my neck. That's right. Monetize your pain, honey. Get paid for it. Say Kia Kaka Katua Katua. Stay strong, everyone. Kia kaha kotu tu katua. Stay strong. Okay, you got to tell me how to pronounce it. I like that. And my internet is tripping. My mistake was responding to his email because he annoyed me with one of his comments. My only struggle is that I'm very much a tick for tat person. I believe in treating others as you want to be treated. But see, that's what that narcissist knows. So in order to get you to react, they'll make sure they'll say something in order for you to react. That's what you're going to have to get under control, Crystal. You're going to have to get that under control. Yeah, stress can drop you like a fly. Stress can cause heart attacks. Stress can cause strokes. You guys, you got to learn how to love yourself. You have to learn how to take care of yourself. Teaching my nursing tribe about narcissism. You go ahead, the Nursing Chronicles. That's what I'm talking about. See, you're going to be a rare commodity too. You're going to be a rare commodity too because you understand things that people in the medical field won't understand. How do we preach instead of ponder? How do we preach instead of ponder? I don't get the question, Luann. How do we preach instead of ponder? Talk to me. Tell me what that means. Dr. Bryant, why is it that when I eat, Mark says, Dr. Bryant, why is it that when I gave my wife compliments, she acted like it was nothing, like it didn't matter? She's a narcissist. You were fueling her. That's what she was looking for. That was her expectation of you. Just don't pay attention to them. Go no contact. That's right, which is hard. We have to meditate on our narc-free world. Yep, very heartbreaking. Yep. Live chat is ending. Thank you for participating. Thank you, Dr. Bryant. All right, y'all. My moderator has given me my time, so I'm getting ready. See? Thank you so much, TMG, for keeping me on track. So you guys, I'm about to get off. My moderator has given me my time. See, I told you guys I was going to stay on track. I'm going to keep boundaries with you guys, too. Got to keep boundaries because, you know, if you guys let me, I'll talk to you guys for like 4 days. I'll just keep talking and moving around and talking. Stress can cause cancer. Yes, it can. So, hey, you guys, I'm getting ready to get off. My moderator has given me my time's up. And so I thank you guys for being with me. I'll be back next Monday. You reading my book? Thank you for being a forerunner and the light to those in the world dealing with narcissism. Thank Dr. Bryant. It's been an eye-opener. Thank you, Miss Kamira. I am so godly honored. You guys are so welcome. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, TMG, for keeping me on track because you guys know I'll keep going. And so you guys stay tuned. Tomorrow is Memorial Day. You guys stay safe. Barbecue. Remember what you're celebrating. You are celebrating and you are honoring those that have given their life. Some of us have given some and all of us have given some and some of us has given all. And we are commemorating and remembering those that have lost their lives, whether in the military or after the military. To my fellow comrades, my brothers and sisters at arms, I love them and I honor them. I have lost a few as well, and I honor them and I honor their memories. And you guys, I hope you really enjoy your Memorial Day barbecue. You guys send me a plate. And those of you that cannot cook, don't be trying to make me your friend by trying to cook for me. If you can't cook, I'm going to tell you. Because I am not an empath. I will tell you that you can't cook and your food is nasty. Okay? So y'all don't be trying to cook and you know you can't cook. Let somebody else cook. Somebody else barbecue, okay? So once again, I am so grateful. Thank you so much. Your girl Tori, yeah, you are late. Thank you guys so much for being here with me, guys. I truly honor each and every one of you. Thank you for trusting me in your lives for a moment in time during the week. I know it may only be 30 minutes, right? But it may only be 20 to 30 minutes out of your life. Thank you, Miss Rhonda. It may be 20, 30 minutes out of your life where you are allowing me to come into your world, into your life, into your heart, and give you guys some type of medicine, some type of penicillin to help you through your pain. I know I've been there. I've told you guys my story a few weeks ago. Somebody asked, I gave you my story. And, you know, so I understand where a lot of you guys are at. I understand what you guys are going through. So I'm telling you, thank you. Mikamak. You got to tell me how to say that. So I will be back on Tuesday to post more videos. So remember, YouTube, Mark, Remember, thank you so much. You guys have a safe and beautiful holiday as well. And make sure, if you have not already, subscribe to my YouTube channel. It is Dr. Carmen Bryant, Overcoming Narcissist Abuse. I do have a new Facebook page. It's Overcoming Narcissist Abuse. So I'm going to take that video and post it over there. But a lot of time I post the videos over there now, and then I share it over to my professional Facebook page that you guys are on. And then if you have not ordered my book, go to Barnes & Noble or go to Amazon. It is Unmasking the Illusion of Perfection. Go to my on my YouTube channel, go to my community tab, and in there is got the links where you can order the book and give me some feedback. Tell me what you think. Go on Amazon and put some feedback. Give me some stars. Say something. Put some feedback on there, because that is going to get people interested, and we can get these stories out. Once again, well, I'm so excited about you reading my book too, Fire Toast. Thank you guys so much for being here with me, and you guys go and be great. Okay, so now you know